Now from the future home of the 2015 All-Star Game, there's a great look at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Opening day for the 2014 season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys, no question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Cincinnati Reds.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, as the defending National League champs will line up like this. They'll match it up against the big fella, as you see the numbers right there for the right-hander Matt Latos. John Jay will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one.
First pitch, 4-10.
Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. And a rather easy first out. So the leadoff man retired here to kick off the brand new season. And with that, we'll give you a look at how the Reds align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Matt Carpenter will stride to the box as he gets ready for his first AB of the year. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees our game time temperature. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. This ball's in the air and should be routine for Bruce in right field. And he's got it for out number 2.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top two guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Michael Lee will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. here's a fastball called for strike one. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul for strike two. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Dives and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning? Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Now the starting lineup for Cincinnati in this one. Seth Hargrove will get the ball to face them. Here's a guy that's got enough stuff to get by, but a key is going to be how well he mixes his pitches, and more importantly, his pitch speeds. Once guys lock on, things can get ugly out there. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Brandon Phillips will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Reds, number 4, second baseman, Brandon Phillips.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And this ball will be chopped foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. There to take it is Jay, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Zach Cozart will stand in for the first time here. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Joey Votto will get his first shot now with the runner at first following the 1-out single. And this is low, but Molina's able to prevent it from getting away. The 1-0 home. Swing and a hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly, so it's runners at first and second now with 1 man out. And that hit certainly represents something of a milestone for him, number 1,000 for his career.
Yeah, that's a nice achievement for him, Matt. It's a long way from the numbers some of the all-time greats put up, but it's certainly very respectable.
So first and second with one man gone, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. Here's the first offering. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. One 0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Jay is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Chris Heisey steps in now. Low for ball one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Opposite field, high and deep to right. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as the Reds move out in front now, 3-0.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Maybe some big game jitters here in this opening inning.
Well, I don't think anyone's immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
3 runs already home here. In there, and it's even at 1.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. What a stop! And the throw's gonna get him at first, and put an exclamation point on that one as the inning is over. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Matt Adams leads things off now in the top half of the second.
First baseman, Matt Adams.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So the base is empty here with one away, and here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Holliday last year, another typical Matt Holliday season, an even 300 average, 22 home runs and 94 driven in. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. One on the way. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
And he may have reached for ball four there as this is sent on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and Holliday will take a little vacation as he's retired, two gone.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for him. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Yadier Molina will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with two gone now in the top of the second. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's Latos now on 0-2. And this is on the ground but foul past Votto at first. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
And this misses now as Latos runs the count full to 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's two outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the two-strike pitch and chops it foul. Another full count pitch home. Swing, and he gets under this one as it's hit in the air to shallow center. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it here 3-0. Ryan Ludwig will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Center fielder, Ryan Ludwig.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
Come on, Red.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now this is foul tipped at home plate, and that might have shot directly at our home plate umpire because he's moving a little gingerly back there.
Let's give you another look at this last swing. This is in show motion, and I tell you, it's not just the catchers that wind up getting banged up back there. These guys in blue also take some real shots. That one looked like it hurt.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. And there's something he just may well remember for quite a while. His first big league punch out. I'm sure he's hoping it'll be the first of many, many more.
And you hear a lot of pitching coaches talking about pitchers letting their defense do the work. But the truth is, if you want to stick around in the big leagues, you're going to have to take matters into your own hands every once in a while, too. In this day and age, you have to be able to strike guys out if you want to be successful.
Brian Pena will take his first cuts of the ball game here. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Probably his best located pitch so far. Right on the outside corner, and that's the spot he's going to need to start finding.
1 out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Let's go, Red. Come on.
That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a 1-out single.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Matt Latos will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. Infield expecting bunt. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Now the 2-0. And now Latos makes contact with the bunt as he puts it down. Only play will be to Ellis covering at first, and the sacrifice works that time.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And stepping in, the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Good power curveball there, and he's in control 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Reds leave one. They lead it 3-0. Johnny Peralta will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Latos back to work as he gets ahead of the first man to greet him here. 0-1. Here's a ground ball now to the left side, and they are into the hit column for the first time this afternoon. It's a base hit.
Get back on track.
Batting 8, second baseman, Mark Ellis.
Mark Ellis will be the batter. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Batting 9th, pitcher, Seth Hargrove.
Seth Hargrove will be the batter. Ball 1.
Oh, that's good.
Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1. Two out, nobody on.
Come on, Red.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Well, give him some credit. With 2 outs, a lot of pitchers will just leave that bat on their shoulder, but he's at least taking some hacks and making the pitcher work.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail in this one 3-0. Zach Cozart makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this is into the bleachers in left, a home run. A solo shot here to left as the Reds have now taken a 4-0 lead.
These guys want to repeat as division champs. They're going to need a big year out of this fella right here. He gets himself off to a good start with his first home run of the year.
Joey Votto will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. In there, strike one.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
No outs, nobody on.
Go, Red.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Jay Bruce will dig in with 1 in and 1 away.
32, Jay Bruce.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Do it.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I smell another changeup coming here before too long.
Could even be right here.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Here we go.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Chris Heisey waits on deck.
Go, Red.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Here we go.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good strong throw.
Chris Heisey will get another shot to do some damage. He had the 3-run homer his first time around. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A 3rd straight right here. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One for the Reds on this swing by Zach Cozart. We played 3 full. It's now 4-0 in favor of the Reds. John Jay will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Center fielder, John Jay.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Two and 0.
Oh, that's what's there. Oh, God, no.
Line hard. Foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. Here's the pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
First walk he's given up so far, and when you combine that with just one hit, it's not hard to see why these guys are having a lot of trouble scoring runs.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Now a ball lined to the right side, and that's a base hit.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Michael Lee will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
Don't let him score!
Hit hard to the right side, but right to him out at second. Throw on to second will not be in time to double up the runner, so they'll just get the 1 on the line out.
Well, here's something for you kids to remember. You gotta freeze on a line drive if you're at second base. Make sure that that ball gets through before you take off and try to advance. And that's a good read there, and he's able to get back and avoid being doubled off.
Matt Adams will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
Let's go, Cincy!
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Cozart for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more on opening day after this. Todd Frazier will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
First offering on the way. Oh, and he straightens him up with a fastball that time. It's ball 1. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes. He's making it much too simple for these guys to get into good hitters counts.
And here's a slider for a called strike.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
The 2-1 home. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And boy, this is exactly how you want your leadoff hitter to approach an at-bat. He's showing a lot of patience, and it's worked out so far.
And here's a ball hit in the air. but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And he may have reached for ball 4 there as this is sent on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
This is always a tough play for a charging third baseman. Everything's got to go right, and you see the good transfer, then the sidearm fling off of the right foot, and he does a nice job of getting enough on that throw to make the play.
Ryan Ludwig will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Way to go, Red.
4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A little bit outside, 2-1. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him, that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Here comes a 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Brian Pena will dig in. He singled his first time around. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon.
Mission accomplished there with 2 away. You just want to give your pitcher a chance to hit here this inning instead of leading off the next one. He does it with a solid single there.
Matt Latos will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance.
Come on, Red.
First pitch coming. And this is fouled away. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup. Give him a different look.
Grounded, foul. And he struck him out. One left for Cincinnati, but they're in front 4-0. Matt Holliday will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So one away here with the bases empty. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Swinging a ball lined hard towards short. And that's in there. Base hit.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Get out of here, Cardinals.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. And there's ball 2 now to Peralta as they fall behind 2-1. He's set, now the pitch. Fouled back. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And this misses now as Latos runs the count full to 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
And you know, as a hitter, with a runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and set to stand in as the second baseman, Mark Ellis. And this ball swung on and hit on the ground. throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. One left for the Cardinals. They're down 4-0. Back alongside Eric Harrison, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as internet sensation Dat Dude Brandon Phillips gets set to lead off the Cincinnati half of the inning. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the fifth. That has to be a concern.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike three as they'll need to throw to first here. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number one.
Yeah, and that's the one problem with throwing that heavy two-strike sinker. That's good work behind the plate to keep that ball within reach and then make the play at first.
Zach Kozart will get another shot. He homered his last time. Line hard into left. And that's down in front of Holiday for a base hit.
And so far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. And these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over him.
Joey Votto will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Here's the 1-1 now to Votto. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Hey, now let's go.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
MVP. Here we go.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Looked like a 2-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft, try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
1 out and a runner on second base. And a fastball that's taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. Holiday will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 32,
Two gone in the Cincinnati fifth, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
Fouled back. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. The 3-2 one more time. On the eighth pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Reds leave one, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Alan Craig will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
Number 21, Alan Craig.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck. And, you know, they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
John Jay will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Bases are empty, one man out. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. And this is on the ground to third. On to first, and a fine start to the inning here for Latos, 2 away.
And a lot of times you might say, 4-run lead, we'll make that up. But I tell you, the way he's throwing the ball right now, they might be fortunate just to get 1 run off him.
Matt Carpenter will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Now here's the first pitch. And this is hit high in the air and crossing into foul ground behind third. And Frazier will make the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Lance Lynn is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Lance Lynn.
Chris Heisey will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul.
Let's go one more time, baby. Here we go.
For the shortstop, Peralta. On to first is Peralta, 1 away here.
Third baseman, number 21, Todd Frazier.
Todd Frazier will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Here's a check swing and a foul ball. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Up next for Cincinnati, center fielder
Ryan Ludwig will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Picked up by Peralta. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They lead it 4-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Michael Lee will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Oh, look out now. Guys don't like it when you miss up and in like that.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Here's the 1-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. There to take it is Votto, and there's one gone.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Matt Adams will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
And that's in there, 2-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. And Ludwig will make the play for route number 2.
And we get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Matt Holliday will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. He goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. And he's turned an 0-2 count into a home run. It's a solo home run for Matt Holliday. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
And even though this is only one run, this is important, not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Yadier Molina will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Catcher Yadier Molina.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Come on, Blue, open your eyes.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
Our house, baby.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Good now.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. A 2-1 offering. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Reds 4. And Brian Pena will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Catcher Brian Pena.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground, and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Matt Latos will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Come on now.
Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point.
Wait for the pitch.
Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0.
Come on now.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. There's Brandon Phillips. He waits on deck. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Swing and a strike.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Since coming in the 6th, he's knocked down 5 in a row, giving him a real lift out there.
Brandon Phillips will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Fouled straight back. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall. A base hit.
Well, with 2 strikes, you know he's just up there trying to make sure that he doesn't strike out. So this is just sort of a put-it-in-play swing, but it's going to work out for him as he just dunks this one right in front of the left fielder.
Zach Cozart will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. And this will be fouled away. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the 3rd base line. Throw over to Ellis will get to force at 2nd, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Cincinnati as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Johnny Peralta will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now a changeup misses here to begin the 8th. It's 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And this is fouled straight back. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up, way up there on the infield. There to make the play is Frazier for the 1st out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Mark Ellis will stride in, grounded out his last time through. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. On the corner away, a ball and a strike.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here it comes. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. At third, here's Frazier. Throw in time at first for out number 2. A look at our line score right there tells the story as the Reds lead this one here in the 8th in front of their home crowd here at Great American Ballpark. Peter Borges will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Peter Borges.
Guys, come on.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And the way he's kept the ball around the plate so far, he deserves a few calls at this point in the game.
One more strike.
Way outside. 1-2. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. Now a swing and another chance at third. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Randy Choate is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Randy Choate.
Joey Votto will get the first chance here in the inning for the Reds. After him comes Jay Bruce.
Joey Votto.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
Here's the 2-0. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
And This is swung on and missed by Votto, and he's retired for the first out.
And that's a nice comeback from down in the count 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Jay Bruce will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. In there, and it's 0-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Chris Heisey will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
Not only is he close to going through the heart of this lineup, he may even strike out the side.
2 out, nobody on. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Come on!
Swing and an easy one for the first baseman. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they lead it 4-1. Sean Marshall will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the ninth.
Sean Marshall.
John Jay will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Center fielder, John Jay.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here comes a 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. Tries to go the other way with the curveball as this is in the air to left field. And not the start they were hoping for as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the ninth.
Third baseman, number 13,
Matt Carpenter will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Here's one hit towards the hole, and he'll let it fly from deep in the hole. And the throw is low that time to first, and did he have control of it? Yes, says the first base umpire, and there were 2 gone.
Yeah, and this late in a game, an error would have really hurt. This throw's not a real good one, so that's a great job there at first of staying with it and then keeping his foot on the bag.
Michael Lee is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
That's by him for strike 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-1. Bunched him up there as he fists a little ground ball in front of the mound. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
And that turns out to be a great start to this series for these guys as they take game 1 here in front of the home crowd.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, the Reds were able to claim victory here thanks in no small part to the efforts of this man on the mound, Matt Latos. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. That's how you want to get your season started.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 4-1. So long from Cincy.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For St. Louis, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Our paid attendance at Great American Ballpark this afternoon, 42,059. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.